Overnight, a woman is attacked in Elmhurst, Queens. The scary moments all unfolding near the 90th Street subway station. Eyewitness News reporter Phil Tate is live in Elmhurst with what we know at this hour. Phil.
Yeah, it's a story we continue to follow as a 32-year-old woman was slashed just outside of the 90th Street Elmhurst Avenue station near many local businesses around 11:45 p.m. last night. That's all according to police. They tell us that she was involved in some form of a dispute before she was assaulted. The 30-year-old woman is recovering this morning at a local hospital after being stabbed in the abdomen. Now, an active investigation is now underway.
Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9 through 12. Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah Kodash. Double honors to our venerable apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, so Brother Aharon coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing to be edifying and uplifting unto the elect. All right, and I have this article here that I wanted to go into real quick. All right. It says MS-13 gang member in U.S. illegally captured in Massachusetts. State police say. All right. Now, upon seeing this article here, though it's a couple of days old. All right. It's just basically showing you what's about to come in America. All right. Now, just seeing one gang member from a notorious gang like the MS-13. All right, we're talking a floodgate. All right, that's about to be open upon American soil, if it hasn't already. Okay, because this whole so-called border situation has opened up the doors for a lot of these so-called criminals to be coming in here, and they're here for one thing and one thing only: to make Americans pay. Okay, because they look at America as, or Americans, Babylonians, as pompous, rude, right, disrespectful, right? You take vacations and come to their country and chill and have fun and do all kinds of shit, and then nobody's allowed to come to your country. It's a stringent process, right? A lot of people want to come to America for years, but they couldn't. Okay, and now this is their time. This is their opportunity. All right, for them to finally come in here and see what this whole America thing is all about. And some of them are coming in here, all right, who are being released from jails, okay, for all kinds of crazy crimes. All right, and I was watching this video that the priest Mwanga Bar posted on his second page. All right, I believe it's Mwanga Bar. Okay, and it was basically Trump was speaking on what he's going to be doing upon his so-called re-election. Okay, or I guess election, right? If he's put back into that office, what he said he's going to do is he's bringing back law and order. Okay, he's going to send all those so-called migrants back to their land. That's what he said. Okay, so this article here, it shows you basically the problem, and then it also shows you the solution. Okay, but now we're gonna get ready for the reaction, which is the people going through it. Okay, remember they said for the so-called New World Order to come into play, all right, things are gonna get so bad that the people themselves are going to demand, all right, that the government do something, all right, to help or to stop or to quell the suffering. And at that point, the people are going to be presented with that one thing and one thing only, which is the what they call the Holy Grail, which is going to be the MOTB. Okay, that solves everything. All right, that is the beginning. All right, of basically the new man, the new species, the new creature, so to speak. Right. So let's read. It says, Canton, Massachusetts, a fugitive wanted for a murder in El Salvador who entered the U.S. illegally multiple times was arrested in Massachusetts, according to authorities. Now, how many people like this are about to be arrested? Not that many. You're not going to be able to catch them because they're already in here. They're building networks, right? Some of them already have a couple of their people or a few of their people already here who have already built a foundation or a platform that they can come in and use and, you know, push for whatever agenda they have, right? So these gang members, you know, I was hearing that they're saying that they're going to be forming alliances too. Okay. You got MS-13. You got, what else? What's the other one? There's a whole bunch of them. All right. They're all going to be basically ganging up. All right. Some of them are also going to be going against each other, known as turf wars. All right. And apparently when those turf wars happen, you know, so-called a lot of people, innocent so-called people die. All right. So it's going to be happening in these streets. You got, people are bugging out right now. New York City, right? The various boroughs, man, it's just crazy. Okay. California is wild out there, man. It's just crazy. Homelessness. All right. They got tents everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think these notorious gang members going to be doing? They got their bikes, you know, riding around in the streets. Everywhere you go, there's like some niggas on the bike. Like they think they're in DR or some shit, you know? But this is just the beginning. Like Yahushua said, the beginning of sorrows, right? We've seen all the prelims. All right, so let's read. It says Massachusetts State Police on Monday identified the suspect as 44-year-old Wilmer A. Garcia Manzanares, adding that he is a member of the notorious gang MS-13. State police said he illegally entered the nation at least 4 times in recent years, including border crossings into New York and Texas. There you go. All right, there's a lot of MS-13 gang members who are already gang members, who are already in America. Okay, and they're prepared to cause harm and to wreak havoc upon the American people. Okay, you got the tension is rising. You know, normally, typically, you know, shit don't really pop off till like April, May, when the weather starts getting warm. You know, the weather starts to break a little bit. Then people start bugging out. You know, starting to get warm. But here it is, the beginning of the year, cold ass weather, and you still got people bugging out. So what happens when it gets hot? What happens when these resources, by the time we hit the summer, they've dried up, if not completely? It's going to be close enough to cause people to be acting in a desperate manner. Okay, all these technological advancements that's happening on a daily, weekly basis. What's the world going to look like come June, July, August? Right? These so-called natural disasters that are yet to happen. All right, the things that have already been happening. What are we going to be seeing? Right? The so-called economy. That's another thing. Right? Apparently, over 65% of Americans right now can't, they don't have $1,000 in their bank account. I was watching a video this morning where there was this guy who was saying that he has a friend who's into the, she's in the banking world. And she said, you'd be surprised how many people are broke. Most Americans are broke, is what they're saying. So the ESO knows that, right? They got doctors, lawyers, people making 6 figures, 7 figures. And then by the time the bills are all paid for, these guys walking around with $23 in their bank account. That's how bad it is. That's people making 6 figures and 7 figures. The people who are so-called middle class or even lower than that, they are behind for the most part. Either living paycheck to paycheck just to survive. That means you're not going on vacations, right? You're not doing all those extravagant spending, right? All you do is go to work, pay your bills, go to work, pay your bills, go to work, pay your bills. That's it. You're literally working to live. You're buying food here and there, so on and so forth. The scripture says that we will be subject to payments, but the subjugation to payments is about to be on a whole nother level when this whole system collapses. Okay, now everyone is going to be in debt or indebted to these elites, so-called. All right, and they're going to use the violence that's going to ensue very soon as a catalyst as to why you're suffering and why these things are happening, why your economy has tanked is because of this, why there's no security is because of this, why is there so much violence is because of this. But they caused all this. You see, is that state police said he illegally entered the nation at least 4 times in recent years, including border crossings into New York and Texas. Each time after his capture and removal, he returned to the U.S., state police noted in a news release. Garcia Manzanares was arrested during a traffic stop along Interstate 95 in Canton on February 18th after a trooper learned he was in the country illegally, affiliated with MS-13 and wanted for murder. Okay? Damn. And you know what's crazy? A lot of these gang members, right? A lot of them are actually, they practice all kinds of Satanism, man. You know, they do a lot of rituals. To even join a gang, there's a whole lot of shit that people have to do called the initiation process, right? And it goes as far as committing, murder as a form of a sacrifice, right? Dealing into the dark side of blood sacrifices to a degree, right? I mean, they do a lot of crazy stuff because they believe that, number one, it's part of you showing your allegiance, right? And number two, it also shows courage. Like, this is what we do. This is like for real. They got all these tattoos on them. They're branding themselves, all for wickedness. There's all evil spirits on these people, man, and they're all coming here to wreak havoc. All right, that's why we read Isaiah 32. It's mostly going to affect the women, the unprotected women, the women who are out there loosey-goosey. Guess what? These dudes are coming out looking for you. They see your social media platforms. They know what you're all about. Okay, they know where to find you. Because all you hoes meet up at the same spots, doing the same shit every week. I mean, nowadays, a lot of you starting to come to your senses, but for the most part, you still got some of them out there wilding the hell out, still being careless. You see? So continue, it says, he was then released to the custody of United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or otherwise known as ICE. And they got his face on there and shit. It says, the news release noted the trooper pulled over a black Honda Odyssey because the minivan didn't have a light on its rear license plate. Okay, so again, we're going to highlight just a few things in this article as well, because remember, we talked about the problem, which is what we just read. All right, here it is. They got this crazy guy who's on the loose. He got arrested. But who else could be doing the same things he's doing and actually getting away with it, right? So that's a problem. So now we're seeing the solution, which is mass surveillance, right? Checkpoints. Okay, ultimately using technology to let people believe that they're safe. Meanwhile, it's there to prison you, and also to police you. Okay, but it's brought in for you to accept it. It's brought in as a countermeasure to all the chaos that's going around. Right, so let's read. It says, when the trooper asked the operator for his driver's license, the man stated that he did not have a Massachusetts license. The release noted, the driver showed the trooper a photo on his phone of a driver's license issued in El Salvador and provided a passport from that country that identified him as Garcia Manzanares. The trooper then searched the National Crime Information Center, right? The NCIC, which is the National Crime Information Center database, which revealed Garcia Manzanares was a fugitive. See? So this is acceptable because, they're using the technology that they're going to be using very soon on everyone in America and around the world, right? They're starting it off so that the people can accept it by going against the very criminals that they allowed to come in the first place. See, so now they can say, oh, look, this is the new technology that we're using to stop the crime, to stop the violence, to make sure that we are on it when we find these suspects and these crazy potential terrorists, right? Domestic teas and so on and so forth, right? This is how it starts, okay? And very soon it becomes the norm. It started with trying to catch the bad guys. Now everybody's the bad guy. You see? So it says the NCIC response also indicated that Garcia Manzanares could be armed and dangerous. Oh, they gotta put the fear tactic tactics in there, right? So now your fear, oh my goodness, he's armed and dangerous. He needs to be stopped. And that's why Americans are going to get cooked very soon. Biden just came out and made a statement that, they're going to ban ARs and, so-called, basically weapons to defend yourself. All right. That's what he said. All right. So what does that tell you? The food is being destroyed. Now your defense system, which is your guns and so on and so forth, are going to be stopped, banned. So then what's next? Give it some time, let the people burn themselves out, and then come in for the takeover. Auto ab KO. Okay, so now we're starting to see the beginning stages of that KO. All right, that chaos, which is all orchestrated by these elites behind the scenes. Okay. A lot of these people are coming in and they're being held up at so-called shelters. All right, you go into a damn airport. They turn that whole place into a migrant shelter. You look through it, tents and behind curtains and so on and so forth, beds and shit, and you got grown ass men just grouped up, sitting around. It's almost like they're waiting for instructions. They're being trained and waiting for instructions. That's what it looks like. And a lot of them are not even from here. It's just straight up. Somebody said he's from Syria. I said, damn, Syria? How the fuck did you get here? Somebody from Congo, somebody from wherever, they're just coming in. India. So it says the NCIC response also indicated that Garcia Manzanares could be armed and dangerous, and had committed multiple crimes in New York State in recent years, and had previously been removed from the United States, according to the release. You hear that? So that gives an image that, this guy's clearly dangerous. Oh my goodness. What are we going to do to stop this guy? What are we going to do to stop this guy? Well, let's read. The response also requested the arresting agency to immediately contact Interpol. That's the International Criminal Police Organization. You see? So when in the initial stages, like I said, it doesn't seem bad. It seems like a good cause, right? But what is this going to turn out to become? Right? Just like they show you in Demolition Man. Okay? The citizens are going to be tagged with an implantable CHIP so that they can be identified. Everyone must be identified in order to spot out who the criminals are. See? And AI will be behind that. They have that in China right now. Hey, listen, it's to the degree, to the point where they know how you walk. AI is watching everything. They know how people walk. So if you fake a limp, they know that's not your real walk. They know how much space you have between your legs, like the gap when you're walking, right? It's reading all that. It's crazy. You see. So when John talks about the beast system, it makes sense why he can describe it as a beast system. It's a system that's just unforgiving. It is just brutal. It's just draconian, straight up, man. All rights are taken away, and you're just living in misery, in hell, 24/7. Big brother all over the place. Okay, it says the Interpol, which is the International Criminal Police Organization, which had issued a red notice, a request to law enforcement agencies worldwide to locate and hold a wanted person pending extradition, which is basically for them to be handed over or to be delivered back to wherever they came from, or surrender on behalf of El Salvadoran authorities for Garcia Manzanares. Okay, so this is not the first time this has happened. They said they deported his ass 4 times already, and he came back. So who knows? He's already in here. Why was he on the road in the first place? He's making moves. See, he's making moves, man. So hey, who knows? Things have already been probably set up, ready to go, and at a specific day, at a specific time, the Lord gonna put a spirit on them, and they're gonna start setting shit up. So there's a lot of things that's lined up for a very, very bad end of America. Okay, they say that the eclipse that's coming you know, I believe there's going to be something with it. All right, it's definitely going to be something with it. All right, it's just too spiritual just to be there. It's like, you know, it's just very significant, very, very significant. Right, an ex over America like that, going through, I believe, 7 or 8 different places, and I believe they were called Nineveh. I mean, damn, you know, wow. So hey, we'll see. But hey, man, you know, we in those days, right? Yahushua talked about the time of trouble, okay, that has never been seen upon the face of the earth. All right, no, not like unto this time, right? Jacob's trouble, right? This is the year of Jacob's trouble, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. So hey, we're seeing it. All right, we just hope that it continues to intensify. All right, but within all that destruction, may Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua have mercy, continuous mercy upon the elect and the house of David. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it up there. Lord willing, you are edified and informed. In closing, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahushai, B'Hashem, Ruach HaKodesh, the water Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahushai. And until next time, Shalom.
Then go back to your fucking country. Why are you talking about this stuff?
This your fucking
Go back to your fucking country.
fucking country?
Go back to your country.
This your fucking country?
Why are you talking
Why
about
the
this?
fuck you name your name in this country?
Go back to your country.
You think you're fucking your name in this country? Are you?
Go back to your country.
Who the fuck are you?
Why are you talking
Who
about
the
this
fuck
stuff?
are you are to tell me to go back?
Hey!
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Stop.
Calm down. Because you're fighting.
Co-world star.